Welcome back to another episode on the channel, guys. So you know it's your boy Ace back at it again with another video. So I wasn't planning to make a video today, but due to the rain, so I just decided that I'll just make the video and done because I have work tomorrow, but it's in the afternoon. So I'm gonna compile this video right now. So basically in this video today, before I'm getting the video as well, I thank everybody for the support so far and always being supporting the channel and always providing them feedback as well. I'm trying my best to help out everybody in many ways that I can, but as much as I have a busy schedule most of the time, I try to answer as much questions as I can during that time. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also stay tuned for other videos as well. So the video will be about the career opportunities in the JDF. So what I'm basically going to do is practically read, because this is actually available on the website. You can actually take a time out and actually go look on it. But for those who actually just not really go on it, I just do this to help out others and hopefully them can actually learn. So I'm advising you to listen attentively as I read, because I'll be reading. So let me find it first. So to get into the reading as well. So first we're going to start out with infantry. So infantry soldier. So to telling you the truth, or as I go along, me elaborate more on this. So it have to be in any career opportunities that is actually in the JDF, unless you want a commission officer or some doctor or some sort, you would have to practically go through infantry training. So with infantry training, the career of an infantry soldier, it says the unit provides assistance to the police for various operations geared towards targeting illegal firearms and ammunition, illegal drugs, and the restoration and maintenance of law and order. So when you hear that, keep that in mind. So assistance to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, in maintaining law and order in specific areas as designed by a joint task force headquarters comprising command elements from both the JCF and the JDF. So when I talk about this, like Zozo and state of emergency and like special ops like Jamaica narcotics and everything. Yeah, so most of the time JCF and JDF work together in a certain situation like that. This assistance usually takes the form of mobile, foot patrol, and as them say, mobile I mean vehicle. For those who might not know, when they say mobile I mean rativan. Cordon and search operation, raid, vehicle checkpoint, search, and other types of support. When they say cordon, they mean like in a cordon off on place. Like, you know that when they mean by cordon off a place, they set up a specific location and all that. Yes, and so on. So you understand that. So assistance to the Jamaica Constabulary Force in conducting joint international security (IS) operation in order to capture wanted men. Yes, so that would be special ops or any operation when they go on. Recover illegal firearms, ammunition, and illegal drugs, and restore and maintain law and order within specific communities. Like when I mean by that, like when two communities are war, sometimes JCF and JDF have to step in to quell that. So ceremonial guards are provided at the National Hero Circle. There is a change of sentries that take place each day on the hour that is open for viewing by the public. So basically what I'm going to say is that they have guards, like ceremonial guards, who stand duty at the National Hero Circle. So these are the people that stay there or that stand up there for how much hours. And when I mean by sentries, is just somebody standing at a post for a particular certain amount of time keeping watch. So that is sentries. When you go in the army still, you go always have sentries, because that's how you do. So watch. While one platoon asleep, another man a watch. Anyway, so narcotics and eradication and interdiction across the country. These operations usually include the destruction of cultivated and cured marijuana and a host of interdiction operation against a wide range of illicit drugs which pass through Jamaica territory. So as we just talked about a while ago in regards to the narcotics division, which comprise of both JDF and JCF. So if you remember the incident, the two soldiers that them catch with the JDF van full of drugs and them shoot off at the police and soldiers, that would be actually one of them. So in cases like those, them things that would normally happen and all that. Alright, so next will be, alright, wait, I'm looking. Alright, let's go to Coast Guard, because we know enough people have asked this Coast Guard. Alright, so I'm going to read now again. So the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF Coast Guard, is a naval arm of the force. The JDF Coast Guard is tasked with the maintenance of law and order in Jamaica's maritime domain, which practically means sea. It can be both sea and land. So this domain is approximately 240 square kilometers, or approximately 25 times the size of the mainland. Two of the missions executed by the Coast Guard are maritime safety and maritime law enforcement. Yes, so let's continue. Maritime safety involves search and rescue, pleasure craft inspection, response to oil spills and other hazardous substances. So bear that in mind. So maritime law missions include fishery protection, drug interdiction, and customs and immigration. So as you know, the drugs for gun trade and the fish poultry, and people are coming out waters come fish and them thing there. So in order to meet the demands of the unit operational tempo and requirements, there is weekly rotation of personnel from one outstation to another. The location of the outstation assists greatly with the fulfillment of the unit's mission. Jamaica's maritime domain is expensive, thus the JDF Coast Guard headquarters would be unable to respond to its ever-increasing demands without the establishment of the outstations, which tremendously helps the unit to fulfill its roles. The unit's flexibility and innovations are exercised daily in maintaining a presence in our maritime domain. In keeping with its motto, service for the life of others, the Coast Guard continues to provide assistance to civil authority, civilian agencies, and individual fishermen in its search and rescue operation. So basically what that's saying is that Coast Guard just practically just deal with sea. So if you're going to actually join the Coast Guard, it's an individual section at the JDF. Just like having infantry, like the Coast Guard is like an independent branch by itself. To how we can see, because if you join the Coast Guard, you have to go through infantry training first, and then you can actually apply to join Coast Guard, and then we decide if then we actually take you or not. Because bear in mind, that's a qualification kind of play a little role in it, because I'm going to ask you what the subjects you have and what kind of skills you have. So that basically determines if you're going to actually be useful in the Coast Guard. Alright, so next one, when I'm having them say supporting careers. So go read again. Administration and logistics have been key factors in determining the outcome of battles. Within the JDF, the Support and Service Battalion is the heartbeat of the force. Although not usually committed for operations, the battalion provides operational assistance in the infantry battalions whenever the needs arise, and therefore in its normal function, flexibility, like its motto, serving to support, must be a battle cry. The Support and Service Battalion is the parent unit for such functions in the JDF as finance, transportation, medical, procurement, and vehicle and weapon maintenance. In understanding the function of the battalion, the relationship with the headquarters, Jamaica Defence Force, HQ JDF, must be understood. HQ JDF is an autonomous unit. However, there are certain functions that reside under the SP and Civics Battalion. Sorry about that, guys. Some of the reference are kind of new to me. So, as it says, it will get more down into detail in regards to what they mean. So, the Support and Service Battalion performs a number of vital support functions to the JDF. These are going to be noted in quotations. Provision of combat supplies and materials, ground transportation, recovery and repair of equipment, administrative services, military police services, medical and dental services, force level communication. So you hear the bulletin. So they're going to get into details in regards to these as well. These duties are carried out by following 8 companies. So them are going to get down into details about them different jobs at night. So just continue to listen while I continue to read. Alright, so starting off with the medical company. As it states, the Jamaica Defence Force Medical Company provides a wide range of medical services to soldiers and their families. The company provides food, medical, and dental coverage for officers and soldiers for the regular force and their immediate families, as well as members of the National Reserve while training or during call-outs. The other services that are available at medical company includes counseling, family planning, public health, physiotherapy, and pharmacy. Medical company highly qualified and efficient medical staff are also critical to the survival of individuals in a casualty evacuation, and several joint operations dedicated to outreach program. So what them basically I say is that they basically for the medical company take care of the sick. So if you like if you have like a family benefit from this, you probably have to in there for like a couple years, or you have to go probably add them as beneficiary as well to your health plan where you have with the JDF, so then you can actually reach some of the benefits them as well. So going and the next one as well, going in under the same thing, serve and support, you have communications and information system company. So the communications and information system company, which is CISC, provides quick, safe, and efficient communication within the JDF while providing protection from cyber threats. CISA is also responsible for communication training for the force, as well as the management, procurement, and the maintenance of telecommunication equipment. So basically, CISA would have basically responsible for the person them where that's it. Them call them I don't remember what them call them, but the person where they communicate when they're on the road at base, the same person were responsible for the walkie-talkies or gear the walkie-talkies. Them would have fall under that division. But you would have to go through some form of training because they have certain codes where you have to study and learn, and because as you know JDF speaking code just to prevent like any enemy listening to the broadcast frequency wave can't really understand. So getting on to the next one, logistic company. The logistic company is the supply arm of the JDF and is responsible for ensuring that the army material needs are met at all times. Logistic company also ensures that ordnance material is available in the right quantity and condition, at the correct time and place, and in the most economical manner. Some of the general rules of the logistic company include supply of food, inspection and repairing ammunition and general stores, explosive ordnance disposal (EOD), and quality control of ration, when I mean food. So EOD would have really come with like, you know, they got range and in terms of pick up all our round shell them. Yeah, the reason why them tell you that is because somebody find the empty shell and can actually reuse it, and you don't want that. So they normally discharge them by just pound them or do whatever the hell they want with them. But if those who recently passed out, if you know, logistic would have been like the place where that end up go get like a uniform, like them would have get a DCU, like your KP, the hat, all of them. So like they said I go pick up from logistics. So logistics have all of them things, shoes, everything when it come on to kit wise. And as you say about food and ration, them do that as well. Next one. So if I want to work on there, you know, if a position available, you can actually apply. So next, say now for hours I got road. So next, transport company, my bad. Go read again. The JDF Transport Unit facilitates road movement throughout the force in addition to providing... Wait, give me a sec. Yes, to providing transport, the unit coordinates all driver training and testing and supplements other units with drivers and monitors transport when required. They are also instrumental in mobilizing VIPs, royalty, and diplomats on their visit to Jamaica in a safe and efficient manner. So what that basically means in regards to transportation is not anybody and anybody can get up and go drive no JDF vehicle. It means that you have to be trained to drive the vehicles. So you have to get trained to drive the ratty van, you go get trained to drive the bus, you go get trained to drive the private vehicle and carry on as them say VIPs, officers, and all the sorts. So you'll be trained to practically drive almost every vehicle. You get me? So you have to go up on a thing with them called CADA, or that's a course for learn how to drive. So don't feel like you can, if you get caught driving one of the JDF vehicles without authorization if you're not a driver. Because don't even certain drivers as well. Because I know one person like him, it look like he couldn't drive the ratty van, but he could drive the truck. So you have to ask somebody to drive the ratty van because I don't think he know how to drive it. I'm not supposed to drive it, but that's my assumption. Next, it's a JDF workshop. The JDF workshop is responsible for the maintenance and repair of the equipment, machinery and weapons that are utilized daily in performing the roles and responsibilities of the JDF. In response to the frequent demand of such resources, the primary role of the JDF workshop is to conduct regular inspection, maintenance and modification, mechanical, electrical and aeronautical items to ensure its operational capability. The workshop conducts first-line repairs on vehicles and equipment via a light aid detachment in Upper Camp, but forward repair teams are also located on various military bases around Jamaica. Yes, as you can see, these people are responsible for the maintenance of weapons and all that to make sure all that machinery works. So I'm guessing that if you'd have to have a skill or be trained in regards to this type of area. So if you're going there mindlessly, then I don't think it will work, because you have to at least have some form of skill about this area in regards to what you do. Things you might pick up to, but you have to at least have a general understanding of it first. Also, next one. Somebody did ask me about this before as well. Military Police Company. Military Police Company is responsible for enforcing law and maintaining security on all military bases across Jamaica. In addition, this company aids the prevention of crime by providing high-profile uniform patrols to deter, reduce opportunity of crime, and maintenance of military discipline. The Military Police Company also is integral in providing assistance to the government for visits by diplomats, delegates, and royalty. So as you see, military police enforce the JDF law at the camp and so forth, and then provide security as well in regards to the diplomats and delegates and royalties. Because if you go up at Upper Camp where the Chief of Defence Staff offices, you will actually see military police around it. So you know what that means. Then next, Military Pay and Records Company. This would be practically the accounting part of JDF. The military, so I'm going to read again. The Military Pay and Records Company is responsible for the administration of salaries, allowance, pension, and financial advice for the force, such as the processing of family records and maintenance of NOK information, processing of individual records from attestation to discharge, processing a final payment, management of service funds and audits, and the processing of promotion data for all ranks. So as I say, them deal with the money part. So if you at least have some form of skill in accounting, this right here would actually be a perfect area for you, because the most I gonna take people with the skill traits for here, or better put them over here, so or probably arts, because you're more likely good with maths, or if you have the accounting skill and or your associate degree or your bachelor's degree. So right there, so that would actually be a good trait for you right there. So alright, so next it says, just to finish it off as well, under the service corp, administrative company. The administrative company forms a part of the support and service battalion, which is very aptly described as the heartbeat of the the Jamaica Defence Force. Its primary objective is to deal mainly with cervical, music, quartering, and records, and provide optional support both internally and externally. The areas responsible for the support of internal operation of administration company are Quartermaster Department, Jamaica Military Band, Salon, Barber Services, Museum and PRI, and staffing all missions in Upper Camp. This unit contributes to the youth development through active involvement in the National Youth Service Program, held several times annually. Administrative company is also responsible for the running for running the Jamaica Military Museum and Library, JMML, which is located in Upper Camp. In addition to these duties, the Support and Service Battalion is also responsible for other duties performed in support of nation building. The unit also manages aspects of the Jamaica Defense Force youth development activities such as National Youth Service, High School Work Experience Program, Career Talks, and support to the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force, which is JCCF, as well as VIP service such as transportation and close protection. So that right there is self-explanatory. So as you guys might know, my voice is getting a bit hoarse because I'm reading for some time now, and I have to, like, you would say, keep it talk mostly English. So yeah, that put a strain on voice. But as stated, it's self-explanatory. Alright. So next is the Jamaica Defense Force Air Wing. Alright, so as it states, the primary role of the JDF Air Wing is to support the infantry in military operation by providing air mobility, surveillance, and troop transportation to virtually any location in the region. So what it says is going down into different topics. So you have case vac, which is the immediate transfer of a critical ill patient to a medical facility where he or she can be better treated. Approximately 120 missions per year. So them would have called them in a rare cases where them can't actually get the person to nearest hospital in time if the nearest ambulance probably with the much 30 or 1 hour away. So then we use that as well. It's assistance to JCF operation, anti-narcotics operation, night sun and flare patrols over the city, transport of policemen and operational areas. So that would have come under effect when sometimes I might see the helicopter flying and shine bright light and all them things. So yeah, JDF, as you know, they work with JCF as well. And also medvac. So this is the pre-arranged transfer of a patient from one facility to another medical facility. Approximately 10 missions per year. So it's like transferring, if one person end up going to this hospital a year and end up having, it's like you get transferred to the nearest hospital but then end up having to leave to go to another facility. This normally happens to like JDF soldiers. You have to get transferred from one facility to the next facility, normally with JDF soldiers. Next, as I say, search and rescue. The JDF Air Wing also coordinates land search and rescue as well as assisting the JDF Coast Guard with sea search and rescue, approximately 20 such missions per year. As I said, then we're Air Wing and Coast Guard work side and side. They're still under JDF, but they're like they're separate bodies here. Alright, it's assistance to civil organization. Various government and non-government request the assistance of the JDF Air Wing through Headquarter JDF. These include VIP transportation, King's House, Jamaica House, Ministry of National Security, JPS, power line reconnaissance and pole lifting operation, JAMPRO, filming and reconnaissance of locations of future investments, ODPEM, disaster area reconnaissance and resupply, elemental agents, access to secluded areas to check on natural habitats and wildlife. And last but final, ceremonial, fly past for Battle of Britain, Remembrance Day observance, air display and demonstration. So that would have basically list out all of the career paths which is actually in the JDF and what you can actually partake in regards to that. Wait, let me even double check to see if you actually get all of them. Oh yes, before me even forget, I almost forget one. I know most people are about is the engineering aspect of it. Sorry about that. This is true I'm reading, I almost forget about this part. I just remember I said there's an engineering part. So as it says, military engineering support to Jamaica Defense Force. So what them do is road clearing, gap obstacle crossing, breaching of fortification, fortification building hardening, substantive and general engineering, planning, construction and maintenance of all JDF installations. So them practically have a JDF soldier do all of them things. They like build road in the part them. Do all in time of building. Any type of building, a JDF normally deal with it. Electricity supply, operational support, but them still have people from the outside to help, but most sites are with them. So you have construction projects, JDF construction projects, national construction projects, regional construction projects. So in regards to projects like buildings, and you're building a JDF like one different building for house different soldiers, and you have national like to help out, so they might build a stadium, one new hospital or something like that. Regional like going overseas to help other countries with their building and so on. And you have disaster relief and recovery, engineering assistance or advice to government and civil agencies, maintenance of essential public utilities when required. So that basically covers most and practically all, I think, of all the job careers that are actually in the JDF. So yes, this is actually a pretty long video, I do understand, but I know you guys actually take the time out to actually listen, because many of you actually asked about it, but I didn't really get the time to go around and do it. But yes, so this draws to a conclusion to the end of the video. So I hope this video was informative to you guys, and I hope you guys learned something as well. And also, if you would like to check it out yourself, I have left the link to the JDF website in the description, so you can also go ahead and check and read up as well. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Unknown Ace out.